Once upon a time, when the human race was at its prime, it had all come to a sudden halt in the year 2020, all because of a virus that affected many. A disease that was so hard to tame and overlooked gender, age, money and fame, and left the world asking China if this was all some kind of a game. It all must have started years and years ago, and finally the virus was ready for its show. It kept mutating till it finally succeeded. To attack the human respiratory system was what it needed. It used our own immune system against us and entered our bodies through mucus. It contained its genes in a shell and wore protein spikes as its crown. It caused inflammation in our lungs, and in our own fluid we would drown. We are trying everything from herd immunity to plasma therapy to developing an mRNA vaccine. But what if the answer was in our own gene? What if we could trigger the suicide bags of our cells and the lysosomes would eat up the virus and make sure we were all well? What if we empowered our immune system so we would not have to wait for any symptom? We could send nanorobots into our bloodstream and kill the affected cells before they become too extreme. We could use a particular frequency of sound and stop any infected cell from spreading around. A specific targeted wavelength of light could be used to stop any virus from getting fused. Maybe the virus has survived years and years of natural selection, and social distancing and washing hands just won't provide us enough protection. A virus so contagious, all it needed to spread was a touch. It was now everywhere, in our schools, parks, and even our public bus. Migrant workers were left to no good and had to choose between life and livelihood. We thought a cold, cough, or fever wasn't much, but the virus was sneaky, so it showed its presence as such. We know science and reason can never be defeated, and this is something that can definitely be treated. We see scientists all over the world unite like never before. For the sake of humanity, we shall find a cure. The world we were building falling apart is so hard for us to see. How did we land up from World War III to World War Z? Something so insignificant, which was unseen to the eye, had taken over our lives so quick. And this was called the Corona pandemic.